And that is the opening to Sudeki. Why is it all going weird now? I tested this a week ago to see if it worked. Keyboard controls are weird. Well, it still moves normal. Left click, right click is attack. That water looks like jelly. That kid just jumped in a full wad of jelly. Anyway, I played this game when I was a kid a lot. I think I completed it like twice. And I don't know all the hidden items in the game. I really don't. Right now, if I'm talking louder, it's because this is super loud in my ears right now. Like, I feel like there's an entire orchestra playing in my ear holes. Like, right next to me even. Yeah. By the way, this is one of my favorite games from when I was a kid on the Xbox. It was awesome. It's like RPG meets action. Well, it's an action RPG pretty much. Is what I'm trying to say. But this is the... I'll explain who he is in a minute here.
Whoa, watch it, Tal. What's the big hurry?
Sorry, Elko. Tilly, I'm late. I'm really late. My apologies, ma'am.
Ah, you clumsy ox. Watch your step.
Whoa.
Late again, Tal! I haven't the time to wait around for you. You're supposed to be a soldier. Now listen up, for I'm about to change your lives forever. I'm gonna make men of you if it's the last thing I do. Now, you might be asking yourself,
Ah, my foot.
why did you join the army?
My leg.
Well, I'll tell you.
So then, Yemi, what's on the agenda today? Elko switches on his tower this afternoon, but you promised we could visit my mother today? Ooh, lucky me. I get to spend all day in a village full of old men. You must have been very bored growing up. I had a lovely time. Only boring people get bored. Really? Well, I was hoping for something a little more exciting, that's all. Perhaps a troop inspection.
Wake up, soldier! Haven't you heard a single word I've said?
No, he hasn't. Trust me.
Today is another beautiful day to learn the art of killing. The elite guard treats an enemy's death as an art form. You will learn to cut closer and thrust without mercy. What now?
General Arlo, may I have a quick word?
This had better be good. I don't need to remind you these soldiers are on active duty.
It's just a little VIP visit. Perhaps you could rustle up a display, please?
This isn't the circus, it's the army!
It is by Her Majesty's request, General Arlo.
Is it? Then I guess I'll have to make another exception. Who is she?
Her name is Buki. It's her tribe that hold the crystal I was telling you about.
Ah, Honorable Buki, we are in luck as it happens. The General here was just putting the elite guard through their paces. General?
Yes, Miss, Ibuki. Now, if you'll step this way, you can watch as we run over the basics of swordsmanship. Tal, you may begin.
Why is it all choppy all of a sudden? Dear God, that's very choppy. It's because I'm recording? That might be it. Anyway. Oh God. Alright, hold on. I have to exit the game completely to fix it. I've only been going for about 5 minutes. So, I'll deal with it. I'm using the controller this time. Because I played with the keyboard and mouse last time, it was weird. It's pretty much... You got the combo meter in the bottom left there. If you mash it too quick, you're gonna, you know... I'll show you here. You'll do little damage. But, if I chain it right, the final attack will do more. And of course you got like, you know, X, A, X, and you can show you, imagine. This one here, just keep pressing the A button and you'll do a combo like that. This is my favorite. Never gets off though. Now, if you hold the block button in and move, you'll dodge out of the way. It's very thinny. Okay. Alright. There we go. Press select on the controller. It's very
It's the art of swordsmanship. Remember, your sword is your best friend. As you can see, Miss Buki, if you love your sword, you can keep the whole world at arm's length.
You fight well, but a Shadani warrior does not hide behind a sword. I like to see the fear in their eyes and smell the sweat on their brow.
There's no substitute for a good sword in your hands.
Slow and cumbersome, like all men.
Good riddance. Now listen up, men. Intelligence suggests the Echlorians will darken our skies again soon. Now, we don't understand their motives, but it's down to us to try and stop them from entering Illumina. Echlorians employ guerrilla tactics and show no respect for the rules of engagement. They will use every dirty trick they can, and that includes the use of light spawn creatures. These monsters take many forms, so you'd better be prepared for anything. The enemy attacks in small berserker groups, and the Queen has decreed we are to take no prisoners. Now, there's a lot of country to cover out there, so make sure you all have your own map to navigate with.
Whatever. Illumina Castle, heart of the Bright Empire. Yeah. The weaponsmith's shop lies near the training yard. The owner is busy producing swords for the soldiers of Illumina. I can explain all these things in a minute. They're very choppy. I'm going to have to save it here, quit, mess around with the settings, and then pop back in and see if it's working fine. If it is, then I'll start recording again. If not, I'll be a bit longer. But it'll be like, 30 milliseconds for the rest of you.
You better get yourself a map of the wilderness before you go on duty. And go to Kamo's shop in the northeast corner of the marketplace and pick one up. Maps are free to soldiers by order of the Queen.
Thanks, I can find my way there. Alright. It's very, what the monkeys? Alright. I'll do a bit of explaining here. General Arlo is actually Tal's father. You'll learn about that later, but I just figured I'd tell you right now. And, I'll show you some of the buttons. Right. Y, if you're playing with a controller, opens your quick menu. It slows the world around you while you can look for this in combat, which is very handy if you need to heal yourself with an item you don't have in your quick bar. You get this way later. Skills, you get that from leveling up. I'll tell a little more about that later. You can get different weapons, so you can. Options, and then there's his AI when I'm... Well, I'll explain that when something better happens. I'll go into the actual menu, and you get a lot more stuff. Your armor can be upgraded. I'll show you that in a minute. There's our sword right now. I have one item. Healing ointment. Here's the advancement. When you level up, you get one little blue orb, and all of these here will become available. You can put one into each of these. I believe power you get plus 10 to, and say where it says SP required, you need that power at 40 to get that one. I'll just go through these. This is one we got right now. Attacks all enemies in front of him that are within sword range with a mighty swing. The higher his essence, the more damage he inflicts. What I normally go is I try and get about 75 of this, about a couple of more of this and this, but I put most of it like into this. No, it's skill, sorry. I'm a dummy. Power is your melee attack. It's skill that you need for this. I think it goes up by 10 or 20 each time. I'm not sure. But yeah. Some of these are good. Geyser I don't like. It's not that fun. I wouldn't bother wasting the point on it. Focuses will upon his blade, causing it to damage and stun enemies around him. The higher his essence, the more damage he inflicts. Now this is good, this one. This one I also very like. I highly recommend it for later in the game. Trust me. This one is best one. This one I use like the crap ton out of. I try to get at least 100 or maybe like double that SP by the end game, so I can use that at least twice. I mainly go for health for this guy though. I'll explain more about that later. Well, I've saved, but I'll be right back. I'm a Doom Wolf, and I'll see you for the next video when I fixed out this here choppiness. What the balls? Bye.